Okay, so here we are, the final lecture. This is the course conclusion, and in this little lecture, it's not going to be very long. We're just going to briefly go through what we've done and what we've covered over the past few sections, and then at the end I'm going to tell you how you can learn more about study skills and how you can contact us if you want us for some tutoring. So we started off with this concept is in order to get the best grade in your Leaving Cert, there are just two things that you need. They are what to learn and how to learn. Now everything else, although they may sound and look and you may think they're great, like taking notes, reading your textbook, reciting material, all that stuff that we covered, all that is really insignificant and time wasting because that's not what is being tested in your exams. Now the study skills system is all about getting you the best results in the shortest amount of time, and therefore it only focuses on those two important factors: what to learn and how to learn. Now the study skills systems is actually very simple and it can be structured into 3 steps. The first step is gathering the questions that are most likely to be asked of you. There's no point in studying a lot of information if you're not going to need that information. If that information isn't going to be asked in your exams, you're just going to forget it anyway. So there's no point in having that. And therefore, the number one thing you need to do is to gather the questions that are most likely to be asked. The second thing you need to do is you need to formulate 100% correct answers to those questions. I've been over this. There's no real point in learning things that aren't going to get you the top marks. And even if you think that they are the correct answer, what really counts is the grade that you get. So you must ensure that you're learning answers to the questions that are going to give you 100%. Finally, you need to learn those answers using the accelerated learning techniques. So you could learn the answers by doing what most students do, by reciting them over and over, or by trying to write them over and over. But we've gone through a whole section on how to learn, and if you can learn how to learn these questions or the answers, then the time frame that you need is going to be cut down considerably. So you're going to be able to learn them a lot quicker. But not only that, you can be a lot more confident that you're not going to forget them, because by using the strategies that I've taught you, using those 5 memory techniques, that's going to lock that information into your brain a lot more solid. And therefore, you can be a lot more confident when you go into your exams that you're not going to forget it and your mind is not going to go blank. Now the process, this 3-step process, is the same for getting the highest grade in any Leaving Cert subject. So even though I didn't go through any specific subjects here, the reason is because the process is the same. And of course, although each subject is fundamentally different, there are going to be slight variations. However, the 3-step process is always going to stay the same. Now what you've learned in this video series are the basics of the study skills system. And if you can utilize what you've learned, then you're going to see instant improvements in your grades. And I can guarantee you that. But you must go through the exercises. Some of you, I will have imagined, have just gone through this and listened to the whole course, and you're probably saying, yeah, that sounds great. I should probably do this. I'll get to it tomorrow or the next day or next week or next month. That's all well and good, but unless you actually do try and do the things, it's not going to do anything for you. Now, there will be some of you who do wish to learn more, and that's going to be great. And a lot of you are actually going to want to know, how do I use these principles with different subjects? That's not something that I could cover in this video series, but at studyskills.ie we do have tutors for every subject in your Leaving Cert who are trained to teach with the study skills system. So if it's a fact that you'd like some private tutoring, and if you would like to find out how do I use these with various subjects, then you can contact us here, and the email you can use is on the screen. It's lcstudyskills@gmail.com. So just send an email to that address, and then we'll get back to you and we can set something up. Now, I do hope that you've enjoyed these lectures. If you've not done so already, like I keep saying, please try the methods and techniques that I've demonstrated, because I'm really confident that you'll be very amazed if you do. So we've come to the end of the Leaving Cert Study Skills introductory course. Thanks very much for participating again. This was Connor with StudySkills.ie, and I wish you all the best in the future for your exams. Take care and good luck.